Hello everyone. So welcome to our next section of AWS Amazon Web Services. I'm Sindhu Hussain and I'm your instructor for today. In this section we will be mostly talking about EC2 and EC2 services. So before getting started, I just want to tell you that how to set the budget so that you should not get paid extra. So let's see that how to set a budget limit for your AWS account. So this is your console. You can just type here budget or billing and cost management. Under the billing and cost management, this is my new account because I've created just for the demo purpose. So I don't have any bills here, but I have to set a budget, say monthly budget or daily budget. So we'll go on the budget section. And here you can see AWS budget set custom budgets that alerts you when you exceed your budgeted thresholds. Like if you exceed the threshold, then obviously they're going to give you the alarm or they will send you an email. So how to set, these are some use cases and these are some related services which you can go through. Now I have to create a new budget. So for that what I'll do is I'll go in the budget and reports, and there is no budget and reports, so I'll go in budget and I'll create a new budget. So in new budget we'll be using a simplified template only, and I'll be using a zero spend budget. Like they should be notifying me if my budget is exceeding $0. So the budget name is my zero, and I'll just enter the email address where I want them to notify. So they'll be notifying me on this email ID. Now create budget and check. This is the list. So if the budget exceeds $0, so they're going to notify me through email ID. Now if I have to create budget for a month, like a monthly cost budget, the name of the budget is this. So let me enter the exceeded amount. Like supposedly I have to give $10, or you can say even $5. So let me give my email ID and just create budget and just check the list now. Budget report. So in budget reports you can see that my two budgets are set. One is the daily usage, or even if I spend $0, and one is monthly budget report. Now we'll talk about EC2. What exactly EC2 is? It is Elastic Compute Cloud. An Amazon EC2 instance is a virtual server in Amazon's Elastic Compute Cloud for running applications on the Amazon Web Services infrastructure. AWS is a comprehensive evolving cloud computing platform. EC2 is a service that enables business subscribers to run application programs in the computing environment. It can serve as a practically unlimited set of virtual machines. Hope you will be able to understand it better when we'll do hands-on. So these are virtual machines only which are present in the AWS. So that is known as EC2. So what are the AWS EC2 instance types? So these are the AWS EC2 instance types: general purpose instances, compute optimized instances, memory optimized instances, storage optimized instances, and accelerated computing instances. So these are very important for the purpose of certification. They'll be asking you these. So what is general purpose instance? So a general purpose instance is a virtual machine that is designed to handle a variety of workloads. General purpose instances are optimized to have a high number of CPU cores, on-demand storage, and memory. Some common use cases for general purpose instance include web server hosting and software development and testing. So basically it is on demand storage and memory when required is, then we use general EC2 instance. Now what is compute optimized? Like you can see, these are the names. General purpose generally start with these, like T2, M4, and for compute optimized you can see C5, C4, C3. So these are the compute optimized. So what exactly compute optimized is? It is an instance that used to run big data applications that require large amount of processing power and memory on the AWS cloud. These instances are designed and optimized for running computational and data intensive applications that require fast network performances, extensive availability, and high input output operations per second. If you need to deploy, or if you need to run big data applications, then for that compute optimized instances are used. The other one is storage and IO optimized. So you can see that there you can see a stack storage system. So what exactly storage optimized instances are? They're ideal for applications that require high IO performance, such as NoSQL database that stores and retrieve data in real time. They are also well suited for memory intensive applications such as data processing, data warehousing, analytics, workload, and log processing. Now the other one is memory optimized. So they start with R5, R4, R3 series. So memory optimized instances use a high speed solid state drive to provide ultra fast access to data and deliver high performances. These instances are ideal for applications that requires more memory and less CPU power, including more open source databases, real time, big data analytics, and in memory caches. The last one is GPU or FPG enabled. So what exactly it is? GPU, which means graphic processing unit. It provides a way to run graphics intensive applications faster than with the standard EC2 instances. Systems that rely on GPUs include gaming and design work. For example, Linux content distributions often take advantages of GPUs for rendering graphical user interfaces, improving compression speeds, and speeding up database queries. Now let's do hands-on and see that how we can create an EC2. So we'll search in the search bar and search EC2 instance. Here I have to create my first instance. So what I'll be doing is, you can say there is 0 instance in my account. So I'll go on the instances, and here there is no, this empty. So I will go and launch a new instance. So here you can see you have to give a name. Let's give it as my first instance. And now there are some Amazon machine images. So I'll be going for free tier. So Amazon Linux I'll be going. This is for free. You can see free tier eligibility, and here you can see the architecture. So I'll be selecting the by default like this architecture only. Now T3 micro is free tier right now, so I'll be using T3 micro only. Otherwise in lot many T2 micro is also under free tier eligible. Now I have to go for the key pair login. I'll create a new pair because I have to use SSH. So for SSH I will be going for .pem because I'm using Mac. So for .pem I'll be using for SSH to open the SSH, and if you have Windows or anything related to Windows, we will be going for .ppk. So I'll give it a name as demo key, and these are the two things which I could have selected, but now I'm going to create a key. So my key is downloaded, and I will keep everything as it is. The GB, 8 GB is fine. I don't need to add the volume. Now I'll be launching an instance and see that how my first instance will be shown on the console. So you can see it's a success message has come. So now I'll be, this is my instance, so I'll be going for on view all instances, and here I'll be refreshing it only after few seconds, or yeah, see, you can see my first instance is running here. Now I'll be clicking on it and I'll get the desired data, like all the details, like its public IP address here, private IP address, it is running, public address you can open, and then instant type is T3 micro, and yeah, you can see all these things here. Now if I have to connect it with the shell, so what I'll do is I'll simply go and connect it with the shell. This is the easiest method of connecting it with the shell. So let me see that whether shell is working fine or not. So see, they'll be establishing a connection. Here I have received it. So because in another like window and window 10 and below window 10 versions, I have to install putty, and then I'll be doing everything on putty. But here I can check that whether it is working right or not. So let me write some command, who am I, so it will giving it as EC2 user, or I can even give the other command as ping google.com, and I'll get the things. So let's talk about instance. Yeah, this my instance is running, all the details are coming here, everything is coming here. Now I have to assign it a role, like initially we have assigned a role in IAM. So let's see that how we can assign a role to an EC2. So here I can see that earlier in IAM we have assigned a role. In roles I have seen, see, demo role we have created. So if I'm going to click on the demo role and see the details, so it has one policy which is IAM read only access. This is the policy which we have attached earlier with the EC2 itself, and I have told you that I'll be giving the attaching it afterwards. So you can see the tags also as access advisors also. You can check all the things, the permission and everything within your roles, and you know that there are 3 roles already allotted. So the role which is the new role, demo role, which I have created, in which I have attached it with EC2, that how to connect this role with the sorry, this not IAM, with EC2. So I'll simply go on EC2. My instance is running. I'll click on the instant running. I'll go on this, and here on the instant state, on the actions will go on the security. On the security, modify IAM role, and here I'll be selecting it as demo role. So this is how I can attach the instance with the IAM role. So when I click here, so it is automatically got attached with the IAM role and the security. What are the roles that we have specified in the IAM? So you can see in the security, you have seen that the demo role is coming. IAM role is demo role, that is shown here.
Now if you want to stop the running instance, so you can stop that, because if you are not stopping the instance, then you will be charged for that. So you can stop the instance, and if you want to terminate the instance, so you have to terminate it also. you can terminate it also, because if you will leave it unstopped, so it will you will be charged for that. So it's better to either stop or terminate if you're not using it.
Now I have to talk about pricing models for Amazon EC2. So what exactly are the pricing models for Amazon EC2? So one is on-demand instances. In this model, based on the instances you choose, you pay for compute capacity per hour or per second, only for Linux instances, and no upfront payments are needed. You can increase or decrease your compute capacity to meet the demands of your applications and only pay for the instance you use. This model is suitable for developing testing applications with short-term or unpredictable workloads. On-demand instances is recommended for users who prefer low-cost and flexible EC2 instances without upfront payments or long-term commitments. Depending on the demand of your applications, users can also increase or decrease their compute capacity. Now I'll talk about spot instances. Spot instances, Amazon EC2 spot instances is used unused EC2 capacity in the AWS cloud. Spot instances are available at up to 90% discount compared to on-demand prices. The spot price of Amazon EC2 spot instances fluctuates periodically based on supply and demand. It supports both it supports both per hour and per second billing schemes. Applications that have flexible starts and end times and users with urgent computing needs for large-scale dynamic workload can choose Amazon EC2 spot instance. Spot instances is very best for the applications that are very feasible and having very low compute price, and also the applications will have flexible starts and end time. So you have to learn all this for the certification purposes. You must be knowing, they will be giving you a situation and you have to answer accordingly. Now the next one is reserved instances. Amazon EC2 reserved instances provide you with a discount of up to 75% compared to on-demand instance pricing. It also provides capacity reservation when used with specific availability zones. For applications that have predictable workload, reserved instances can provide sufficient saving compared to demand instances. The predictability for users ensures compute capacity is available when needed. Customers can commit to using EC2 over a 1 or 3 years term to reduce their total computing cost. It has very flexible pricing model which offers low price on EC2. Now the other one is dedicated host. It is a physical EC2 server dedicated for use. Dedicated host can help you reduce cost by allowing you to use your existing server bound software license like Windows, and also help you to meet the compliance requirements. Customers who choose dedicated host have to pay on the demand price for every hour. The host is active in the account. It supports only per hour billing and does not support per second billing schemes. The dedicated host is something physical EC2 server which is dedicated for the use of user. Now there is a model called per second billing scheme. You should be knowing it, because nowadays many customers use EC2 to do a lot of work in a short time, sometimes minutes or even seconds. In 2017, AWS announced per second billing for usage of Linux instances across on-demand, reserved and spot instances. The minimum unit of time that will be charged is a minute, which is 60 seconds, but after your first minute of time, it is charged for 30 seconds. However, if you start then stop an instance in 30 seconds, you will be charged the 60 seconds, not 30. So these are the places in which you can use per second billing: on-demand instances, reserved, spot, all regions, all availability zones, Amazon Linux, Windows and Ubuntu. So this is it for this section. In this section we have learned how to create EC2 instance. So this is it for this lecture. So in this lecture we have learned about EC2 hands-on, about the billing, pricing model and instance types.